Hey guys, it's Jesus McDonald here. Thanks for watching my YouTube videos. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, go ahead, click the subscribe button because I'm going to be providing you guys with valuable content around business, around marketing, around entrepreneurship. I'm also doing some really cool interviews with professionals in the industry. So I definitely don't want you guys missing out on any valuable content. So make sure you hit that subscribe button when you can, like, comment, do what you guys do best. And if you're a YouTuber and you have a YouTuber friend, share the link with them too. A lot of valuable information to share here. Now, today, I want to talk to you guys about 8 tips to get your website ready for the holidays. Let's dive right in. Now, this is not going to be your typical video that you watch on YouTube. All right. This is more a little old school. I'm on my lunch break and I'm going to be using Notepad here to write this out. So bear with me, and I hope this helps you. 8 tips to get your website ready for the holidays. I wrote down the 8 tips. 1, improve your website speed. Make sure your website is mobile ready as tip number 2. Tip number 3, improve your website security. Number 4, optimize your checkout process. Number 5, test the user experience. Number 6, ensure your website visitors can easily contact you on all devices. Number 7, build the trust of your website visitors so they are confident entering payment and billing information. And tip number 8, which is the last one, create a backup plan. Now I want to give a little bit more context other than just providing you a list. So you'll hear me typing a little bit. Tip number 1, improve your website speed. I recommend going to Google Page Speed Insights. If I knew how to spell first though. You want to go to Google Page Speed Insights. There you put in, your homepage URL there, hit submit or whatever their call to action button text is. And when you hit submit, it will grade your website. It'll give you recommendations. It'll tell you what your website speed is and how to improve your website speed. And that's where the recommendations come in. Now, if you do not have a website developer to help you improve your website speed, then hire one. But I want to tell you something about hiring a website developer. You want to make sure they're an experienced website developer, not a junior website developer, also known as an inexperienced website developer. The reason why, because I've seen this with a lot of people, they'll start hiring a junior website developer because they're cheaper. A lot of junior website developers will take on the project for dirt cheap because they want to get another project on their resume. You do not want to be that guinea pig to be tested on, okay? You want to build a solid foundation, just like you're building a house. Make sure it's built on a solid foundation. So if it's already on a foundation, you want to make sure you're building on top of that foundation and it's not going to fall apart. Because if you do go with the cheap route, then it could be a headache very easily and costing you a lot of money in the long run. So what looks like a cheap solution could end up costing you a lot of money. So my advice is don't go cheap. Another place to go to is Google Lighthouse. Not sure if the H is capitalized. Google Lighthouse, you do the same thing. You put your homepage URL, and they measure it. They measure your website. They measure the performance, the SEO, the best practices of your website, the accessibility of your website. So there's like 4 different sections of your website that they grade. And they also provide recommendations. Again, if you don't have a website developer to help you improve these areas, then hire an experienced website developer. Tip number 2, make sure your website is mobile ready. Very important. And I get it. Duh. Aren't all websites mobile ready already? Too many readies in there. But you'd be surprised. There's a lot of people that and companies that have websites that are not mobile ready. Seriously. Make sure you test it on multiple devices. So I'm going to put in test on multiple devices. I'm going to put some spacing here for you guys just to make it easier on the eyes. One thing I will say, mobile ready and website speed. Mobile ready and website speed. These two should be your top two priorities when it comes to the website. I've read a lot of articles about Google and what they're prioritizing and what they look at, and they really hit hard on grading a website when it comes to the mobile view, when it comes to the website speed. They want lightning fast because they're very focused on the user experience, your leads, your website visitors, your prospective clients, your customers, all of that. So make sure if you're going to prioritize anything on this, tip number 1 and tip number 2 are extremely crucial for your website performance. Note that. Tip number 3, improve your website security. This is SSL certificates. You can add you want to also, well, this is not really to improve your website security, but it builds trust for your users. But I'll end up doing that later. I see that in tip number 7. Optimize your checkout process. I'm going to say this, less steps as possible. Most definitely. Put yourself in your customer's shoes or prospective customer. Go start at the home page, go all the way through. Test the user experience. How many steps did it take you to get to the checkout process? Is there any way that you can reduce the number of steps to make it as efficient as possible? This is something you should seriously consider, especially if you're an e-commerce website. If you have an e-commerce website, you need to seriously consider that. A lot of people drop off because the checkout process took too long. You do not want to lose sales because you had a long, tedious process for checking out. Test the user experience. We talked about that one. I will say this. For testing the user experience, test on all browsers and smart devices. What I mean by that is test on all browsers. Chrome, Firefox, Internet Explorer. Do they still have Internet Explorer? Oh my gosh. Safari. Check on all browsers. You don't know what your prospective customers are going to be on, right? Check. Also test on all smart devices. I call this user testing pretty much. What does it look like on an Android phone? What does it look like on an iOS phone? What does it look like on a tablet? What does it look like on a MacBook? Microsoft Surface? Desktop view. What does it look on these different devices? Test it. and have different people testing it too. Ensure your website visitors can easily contact you on all devices. This is big. Well, before we jump here, I want to also tell you guys about when you're testing, not that it just looks good on all devices and browsers, but look for broken links. You want to make sure if there's broken links that you fix those links so you can provide an amazing user experience. The other one is if your business really thrives during the holidays and you're in an e-commerce business, you're going to have holiday coupons. And what you want to make sure is that these coupons are valid. What I mean by that is when you're doing the user experience, if you have coupons for the holidays, put in those coupons. Make sure they're valid. The last thing you want is someone going through your whole checkout process. They have a promo code or the coupon code, whatever. They put it into the field and it says invalid. That's the last thing you want. And people hate that. So make sure you even test your holiday coupons with this. Now let's go into ensure your website visitors can easily contact you on all devices. This kind of goes hand in hand with user experience. But you want to also make sure that you have forms. Not just any form either. You want short forms. Review your forms on your website. Can you make the process more efficient, easy, simple, fast to get you guys more leads, more customers? Might be even people that need support. A lot of people hate it when they can't contact the support team and they have a question. A lot of tech companies do that. They're like, oh, submit a ticket. Humans hate that, just FYI. They need ASAP. Okay. So short forms, live chat. If you don't have a live chat feature, there's some free ones out there that you can integrate to your website. Contact number. Can you make your contact number bigger? It might be already big enough, but what I've seen from looking at a lot of people's WordPress websites is they have no contact number in the main menu on their contact us page. Yeah, believe it or not. Or it's just very small. It's like in the footer of the website. Make sure it's visible so people can contact you. And check these short forms, live chat features, contact number on mobile. Google is mobile first. A lot of people are going to be on mobile devices. Make sure it's available on mobile devices. Build the trust of your website. Tip number 7, build the trust of your website visitors so they are confident entering payment and billing information. Here's a great one. Put client testimonials or also known as customer reviews. Well, they're both kind of separate, but you kind of get where I'm going with this. If you put customer reviews on your homepage, I would say put 5 customer reviews on your homepage. That builds the trust of anyone coming to your website. If they're able to read customer reviews right from your homepage, that's the number one page that gets the most views is your homepage. Put it there. Have a section block just dedicated for customer reviews. Also, when you're checking out, you could display, I've seen some companies do this, which I think is awesome. You could display one client testimonial or one client customer review at the checkout page. It just helps build that trust and confidence in putting their payment information online and proceeding with the purchase. What you can also do here is, I mentioned SSL certificates in tip number 3, where it says improve your website security. What you can do here to build the trust of your website visitors is at the checkout page or across all your pages on your site, is you can add the security badge or logo. A lot of websites have that. And the last one is create a backup plan. I get it, Jesus. You want me to think worst case scenario? Yes. Always have a backup plan. You don't know what's going to happen. What are you going to do when the server crashes? What's your backup plan? What are you going to do when you get hacked? What necessary steps? What is protocol? You can't have a website down for a long period of time. That's going to affect your SEO. That's going to affect your sales tremendously. So create a backup plan. Talk about it with your peers. Get a ton of advice about this. Okay. Hope this helps. Again, 8 tips to get your website ready for the holidays. You guys are awesome. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and share this with any business that is ramping up for the holidays and that needs to get their website ready for the holiday season. You guys make it a great day.